Okay, welcome to the house of EDH. I'm Smith, and today I got a special friend guest with me. He is
Hi, I'm Jonathan Stone.
Stone. Yeah, we know him as Stone. He's from my regular pod, and today I have him here because we are going to talk about Final Fantasy. And then he's the avid fan and also the first guy, or rather the only guy, who actually replied my message where I talk about, hey, anybody want to come onto the show and talk about Final Fantasy? So, how much do you know about Final Fantasy really?
I wouldn't say I'm a hardcore fan, but I've played enough Final Fantasy games to know what the set's about.
Okay, great. And so as you can see in front of us, there are a lot of all these products. Thank you, WotC, for this. I mean, Wizards of the Coast. Yeah, and also at the same time, a great shout out to Battle Bunker. This is where we are at. You can see board games at the back, and then if you are into EDH game, casual, or even some of the other card games and events, they do that. They are located in Geylang. So I will put the on the show note the WhatsApp group and all this. They have a vibrant community that you can find friends, find new games, and usually you can even find me here sometimes, right? Okay, so back to the product. We actually have a lot of products right here. So I want to do a quick shout out before we go right into the main meat of today's program. So first thing first is I think this is really cool. It's the collector pre-con set. So it comes in 4 of them and they are fully foiled. So later on when we manage to get a close-up, I'll show you better. Yep. Finally, the moment has arrived. So how are we going to do this today? In the set, there is this very interesting character called Sid.
The timeless artificer.
Okay, timeless something. Okay. So tell us all more about this character. Why is it so interesting?
So, if I'm not wrong, Sid is sort of like
I'm not wrong. if he's wrong, just feel free to bash him on the comments.
So Sid has been around since I think Final Fantasy 2, and then he's appeared ever since in every iteration of Final Fantasy in different forms. Yeah.
So translated into the card game, it's one of those cards that, if you play Commander set, you can only have 1 of each card because it's a single turn. And if you play Constructed, it's 4. But Sid has a line that says along the line of you can play multiple copies. Am I right?
I think he's the only card in this set.
In this set, right? So for those of you who are a bit more familiar with Magic the Gathering rather than Final Fantasy, you remember this, there are a few of these cards, right? Like Dragon's Approach. Recently we have the Heir Apparent, and we have that bird. There's a few of them. I don't know. I hope the producer who is producing this will add some of those cards as an image. But but as of now, top of my head, I only can remember a few. And then we have the Shadowborn Black, guy. Yeah, there's a few of those. So it's really something that we are really looking for. And the best part about this is it's very similar to Lord of the Ring Nazgul, that actually all of this, while they are the same card, they have different art.
Yes.
Yeah. So 15 of them. Yeah. The only one I know is the one from Final Fantasy 14 or 15, the one I told you. 15. The only Sid I know is from Final Fantasy 15. If you know, you know. I'm not going to tell you why I only familiar with the 15 one. Okay, great. So now we're going to jump into the opening. Let's go. Da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so now if you notice the camera, we have already shifted our position. So now Stone is sitting opposite me. We are opening these fresh boxes. We need to look for Sid. I need to look for Cloud. There are a few cards that I personally looking for to add into my decks as well, actually. Oh, wow, okay. All these things are so nice. I'm like, I got one of this art. What do you call that?
Nice.
True Time.
Yeah.
They call it wait, let me check. You need to be factually correct on the channel. It says, yes, it's called Final Fantasy Through the Ages. Through the Ages. Okay, so maybe Through the Ages on one side. And then the rare one side, and then the rest I think we can just put.
Okay.
Oh, I got another one of this.
Whoa.
How come you don't have,
Wow, what's up with your box?
How come your box don't have,
Not a single one.
It's my 3rd one, actually. Oh, and I've knocked this.
Nice.
This is supposedly quite strong, actually, I believe.
I think we just got our first Saga creature. Yeah, Summon Primal Odin. So it's one of the new cards in the set. It's an enchantment creature.
Sorry, actually, it's not the first one. I got one, but I didn't feature it. Let me find mine. Mine says Summon Titan. So, if I'm not wrong, after the third chapter, you have to sacrifice and then the creature will die. Is
Yes, yeah, that's how it works. So
Okay.
yeah, so a lot of people are saying that they should give them haste,
Yeah.
so they can attack.
Yeah, because the first turn, actually, you can't attack.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got this. This one is interesting, right?
Oh,
This
okay.
Terra, it's a 5C. So from the front part, it looks like a groove, but because you flip it, actually the chapter 4 of it creates like 2 of each colored mana.
Oh, okay.
So this is like CDH viable actually. So if you are into food chain, because we believe that food chain win games, this is one of the very viable ones, because if you are into CDH, there are a lot of food chain commanders that actually doesn't really help you to. They don't give you the blue, they don't give you white and black. So it's very difficult for you to find food chain itself. You can't
okay.
tutor for food chain. But this, as a 5C commander, you can actually play those like Enlightened Tutor, Demonic Tutor to find food chain. But whereas in the Teamer color, which is one of the most popular color for food chain, usually you can't tutor for the food chain itself.
I see.
I want you to talk about this. You talk about this. I think this one is quite interesting. Talk about the job select. Job select is quite an interesting mechanic.
Yeah, drop select is a new mechanic, right? In Final Fantasy. So when you cast this or when equipment enters, you create a 1/1 colorless hero creature token, and then you can attach this equipment to it. And what happens when you equip it is that it's a hero and it gets a new type that is related to the equipment. So in this case, amongst this, your hero becomes a monk in addition to his other types. Nice, we just got a good hit here. We just got Summon Knights of the Round. It's another enchantment creature. So it's a saga. For the first 4 sagas, you create 3 2/2 White Knight creature tokens. And the last chapter is Ultimate End. Other creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Put an indestructible counter on each of them. So this is one of the most powerful summons in FF7.
And of course, while you were talking, I got the hit that I really wanted. Bahamut. I don't know. But hey, guess what? It's a Saga Dragon! And this is really crazy, right? Okay, chapter 1, it comes in, it destroys up to 1 target non-land permanent. And chapter 2, it does the same thing. And chapter 3, you get to refill your hand with 2 cards. And chapter 4, this creature actually deals damage equal to the total mana value of other permanents I control to each opponent, right? So that means if I have multiple rocks, I have some creatures and stuff, adds up to like 15, 16 mana value. Everybody take 15 and 16. And the best part, this thing, it stays on the battlefield for 4 turns. It's a 9/9 flying. Just saying. Yeah, very, very sexy. And it's a dragon. So, yep, dragon. I love dragons. I love dragons. I'm like halfway through. I have 0 seats.
Yeah.
You have 0 seat. We have
seats.
0 seat.
Yeah.
It's a yeah.
Seed. Yeah, they're uncommons, but seeds are rarer than we think.
Haha. Oh. Go.
Full art. Nice.
Okay, so this is really, really cool. It's a legendary creature, legendary wizards. 2 colorless, a blue. You can tap XX and tap it and copy target activated or trigger ability you control X times. So you may choose new target for the copies, and this ability can't be copied, and X can't be 0. There are like multiple cards that actually can go infinite with it very easily. So if you are a very toxic player, yeah, I think this is your choice.
So this is going into your deck?
Oh, I got a seat. I got a seat
nice.
from FF5. The guy with the long hair. Yeah, so actually what is this seat about, right? So it's a timeless artificer. So artifact creatures and heroes you control get +1/+1. And for each artificer you control, and each that's a lot of words that it's very hard. Artificer card in your graveyard. Right, a deck can have any number of this. So basically, if I play multiple of them, some of them can be in my graveyard, some of them can be in my in play. They all get +1/+1, including artifact creatures and the heroes. So I think it's like showing you a little bit of the direction of building all the job select cards.
Yes.
I think that'd be quite fun.
Yeah. Got the next crystal, Earth Crystal. So this is a green Green spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. If one or more +1/+1 counters will be put on a creature you control, twice that many +1/+1 counters are put on that creature instead. Sort of like a doubling season.
Sort of like a doubling season. Oh, I got Ultima! Origin of Oblivion. It's a 5 mana legendary god. Flying, it's totally colorless. So when Ultima attacks, put a blight counter on target land. For as long as the land has a blight counter on it, it loses all land type and only creates colorless mana. So whenever you tap a land for colorless, add an additional. So this is actually pretty good for the colorless deck. But what's the story of this Ultima? Is from FF16. I thought Ultima is like the weapon or the skill they call it.
Yeah,
Ultima.
I think
This guy
Ultima
also
in
Ultima.
FF16 was kind of like the final boss kind of thing. So they made him into a big bad for FF16.
Oh, you think lah? So you're not sure lah? You never play FF16 lah?
I did.
You did, but you're not sure. So personally, I'm a very bad gamer. Actually, I'm the kind of guy that will press A or X and skip through the story because I just want the action. So I'm that kind of disgusting gamer.
Oh, I think you got a good hit. Wandering Minstrel. It's a Simic creature. Lands you control enter untapped. And its ability is the Minstrel's Ballad. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you control 5 or more towns, create a 2/2 elemental creature token that's all colors. And its other ability is other creatures you control get +X until end of turn, where X is the number of towns you control.
Oh, town deck.
Yeah.
Oh yes, sure.
Yeah!
Oh, you get to choose. You get to choose.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna choose this one. Hey guys, it's me, Daryl from Twitter Central. I believe the focus is here. Alright, watch me hit the Buster Sword.
Oh yeah, that's the one. This was one of the hits as well.
Alright. Hero, foil land, foil common. Okay, this is it, guys.
Let's go.
It's a rare. It's Squall.
Oh, FF8.
FF8.
8. Wow, this is set rock. This is the first pack of Final Fantasy I'm opening. Very lousy. Don't gamble.
Another card from FF16. Joshua, Phoenix's Dominant.
Sounds like your classmate, Joshua.
Funnily enough, I don't know any Joshuas.
God lah, sure got Joshua. How can you not have a friend Joshua? Oh, this is one of those that talk about quite a fair bit on during the spoiler season. I can't pronounce. You wanna help?
Aether and Prewen.
Aether? Aettir is pronounced as Aether?
Aether?
Prewen?
Someone let us
Prewen?
know how it's supposed to be pronounced.
Anyways, it says equipped creature has base power and toughness of X and X, where X is my life total. So in Commander, if you can get this out early, you basically get a +40. It's not even plus, it's just base toughness, right?
Yeah.
It's pretty sick, pretty sick.
Oh, another one of the fan favorites, we have Tifa's Limit Break. So it's also a tiered instant. Yeah. For 0 additional mana, Somersault, target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. For 2 additional mana, Meteor Strikes, double target creature's power and toughness. And Final Heaven, triple target creature's power and toughness.
I gasped while he was talking because I opened one of the cards that I really want to play in my deck. It's the Triple Triad. So at the beginning of your upkeep, each player exiles the top card of their library, including myself that means, and until the end of turn, you may play the card you own in exile this way, and each other card exiled this way with lesser mana value than it without paying its mana cost, right? So, you guys know I like big mana cost flying dragons. So how it works is if I flip an Ono Bone, which is 7, and all the other 3 losers in the pot flip up something below 7, I actually get to cast all of them. Wow! For free. For free! It's just 3 colors and 3 red and I can do this. This is so fun. I can't wait to put this in my deck.
Not sure if this is good, but the art is awesome. Another Through the Ages card. We got a Giant of Babel, which is a Traxos Scourge of Crew.
Then this is the Ultima I was talking about, which is like the ultimate skill or some shit, right? So it says, it's 3 colorless white, and it says destroy all artifacts and creatures, end the turn. So basically, there is no death trigger. That's what it means. So for those of you who are not familiar with end the turn, you might think that, oh, after you bought white, you can't cast anything. No, actually, what it means is when it says end the turn, it just clear the stacks as well. The whole stack is being cleared.
Yes.
So all your, if it says, oh, if it dies, return to the hand, or it says like, you know, death trigger, you take 1 damage the kind, or no more. You just die at instant.
Oh, are we looking for a Lionheart?
Very sad. A lot of fans are very sad online because it's like the Gunblade is supposed to be like super cool from FF8, but then end up it's just an uncommon, and even the ability it's a little bit lackluster. So yeah. Okay, so now the highest number of count from Sid is 1 from my box. Yeah.
So this is very interesting. This is Artemisia, Time Sorceress. So this is from FF8. So just a little backstory, because Artemisia is a Time Sorceress, but she's an uncommon card. When you flip her, you actually get to take an extra turn. If I'm not wrong, she's the only uncommon in MTG that's a extra turn for uncommon card.
Oh really?
Yeah. Oh, we got one of the very flavorful cards, Nibelheim Aflame. So it's a sorcery, choose target creature you control, it deals damage equal to its power to each other creature. If this spell was cast from a graveyard, discard your hand and draw 4 cards. So it's sort of like a Chandra's Ignition? Yeah.
Damage.
Open our first Darkness Crystal.
Oh, that's good. That's I think that's in my opinion the best crystal. Actually.
Oh, the best crystal. Black,
I mean, in my opinion.
Black spells you control cost 1 less to cast. Non-token creature an opponent controls will die. Instead, exile it and you gain 2 life. Put target creature card exiled with the Darkness Crystal on the battlefield tap under control with 2 additional +1/+1 counters. Activated ability. Guys, I got my first seed.
Your seed is from which?
My seed is from FF7.
The famous one.
Yeah, the classic seed.
Technically, wouldn't FF2 being the first seed be considered as the classic seed?
Most recognizable seed. Another classic creature, we got the Thornberry.
That's all?
It's a menace. This creature is a menace. If you play Final Fantasy, you will know that this creature is a menace.
We were talking about him being slower, and then we were like, oh, maybe he can, like, you know, highlight the hits. And then I saw him flash out a uncommon card. I was like, oh, must be really special. And then all he did was, oh, it's a classic or whatever you just said, and then you stopped.
Yeah, bad memories.
Oh, that was funny.
Okay, guys, I'm on my last pack.
Okay, while he's on his last pack, I'll show you guys my top 10 cards that I like from the first box that we have opened. Or like hits, I guess. Light and hits. So Terra. Okay, so this is the one that I talked about. Food Chain Potential, the CDH card. Of course, my Bahamut Dragon. We have this Mythic equipment that can potentially get plus 40/40. Go-Go, very fun. Toxic card that goes unlimited. And Dark Ritual, very nice Dark Ritual. Starting Town, I'm really excited to try this one out. Ultima, I think, I have a colorless deck, so probably I just switch this out as a commander to see if it works. And of course my Triple Triad. Timna, I think Timna is really cool for CDH as well. And of course Seed. So that's my top 10 pick from my box. I have time to pick my top 10 because I got time. Okay, welcome back to the outro part of things. We actually did another outro, but the angle wasn't very good, so my producer says that, hey, let's do this differently, and you can see still a bit of a mess. And yes, so we just want to say thank you very much for watching. Thank you for having Stone on the show
Thanks,
and
for having me.
sharing with us about Final Fantasy, a little bit more about Final Fantasy as much as he could, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So if you've said anything mispronounced and all this, come at us lah. Just go to the comment section, scold him, whatever it is. We won't be reading it anyways, so yeah, just go ahead. And
Any final thoughts about the set?
final thoughts about the set. I think the set is it's flavorful. I haven't got a chance to play with them, but I'm like picking out cards that I think potentially I can play with. But for sure, one thing it's going to be a very fun limited set. I see, and from a limited perspective, I see a lot of cards that is great for the set, for the game. And for Commander point of view, I think if I'm not wrong, because of the franchise, because of the characters, there are like 160 different legendary creatures. So which means we can actually build a lot of decks out of it, right? So my advice to players out there is, hey, instead of finding like, hey, this is strong, let's play this, find a character that you like and say, hey, how can I make this fun and enjoy the game and don't play Energy Flux.
But I think from an FF fan's perspective, I really love this set. Even the commons and uncommons are really true to the game story and flavor wise. So yeah, I look forward to opening my own boxes.
If you're in Singapore, 14, 15, Suntec City, we have a road show with Magic the Gathering as well as for Final Fantasy. So come on down, I'll be there, say hi to me, bring your Commander decks. We probably have a space to play Commander as well. So that's 14 and 15 of June, coming soon, Suntec City. Shout out to that, and of course, pre-release week will be on the 7th of June week. Enjoy your pre-release games and have fun. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Until next time, you're at House of EDH. Bye bye.
Bye.